everyone. I can't believe it, but here we are on the last day of Vacation Bible School. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. It has been so much fun riding the rails with you and learning how we can
trust Jesus. Trust Jesus. Trust Jesus.
Trust Jesus.
That's right. We can and should trust Jesus. Let's sing our theme song about Jesus' power one last time.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you, your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you, trusting in you, we're trusting in you, trusting in you.
Great job, everyone. I hope you will keep singing that song long after VBS is over. It's such a great reminder that Jesus will pull us through life's ups and downs and twists and turns. This week, we've learned some incredible truths from the Bible. Let's remember those now with the help of a few of our friends from church. On day 1, we met Ramsey. This tough guy helps us remember that Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
On day 2, we met Ava, a majestic bird who helps us remember that Jesus' power gives us hope.
Trust Jesus.
On day 3, we met Sierra. This lovely mountain lion helps us remember that Jesus' power helps us be bold.
Trust Jesus.
On day 4, yesterday, we met Finn, a terrific trout who helps us remember that Jesus' power lets us live forever.
Trust Jesus.
Well, we have one more Bible buddy to meet, but I'll let him introduce himself in the Bible point today. Let's meet Lawrence Elk.
I
I heard everyone was steaming ahead with the last day of Rocky Railway. Glad you're here. I'm Lawrence Elk, not a moose, not a ram, but an excellent elk. Male elks are called bulls, and me and my bull buddies like to hang out way up in the Rocky Mountains. In the winter, we move down where we can find grass, but in the spring and summer, we head for the hills. It's important that we stick together with the herd. Some elk herds are as big as 400 friends. Although my antlers are big and strong, female elk or babies don't have these, and a hungry bear is hard to fight off. Speaking of these amazing antlers, they are pretty incredible if I do say so myself. Sometimes they come in handy when other herds get too close to mine, or I need to show another bull that I'm in charge. Yeah, sometimes we butt heads, even in our happy herd. But I try not to get too attached. Literally, they fall off every year and I grow a new set. How cool is that? God also gave me a unique power to help me communicate with the herd. That's called bugling. It's a little like roaring and whistling at the same time. It keeps my herd close together where we can be safe. Our herd even has scouts, a few elk who stand watch while others graze. We have to look out for each other. Do you have friends who look out for you? Friends you like to call out to when you're sad or silly, happy or hurting? Or do you sometimes butt heads with your buddies? Maybe you need the power to forgive and love a friend when you're not getting along. You don't have to do that all by yourself. Jesus gives you his power to help be a good friend. Jesus gave this powerful command in the Bible. Love each other in the same way I have loved you. If you're butting heads with your buddies and not getting along, you can trust Jesus' power and follow his words. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus.
When you see Lawrence Elk, you can remember that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. Let's sing about Jesus' power now by singing The Same Power one more time.
Same power that rose Jesus from the grave, the same power that commands the dead to wake, lives in us, lives in us. The same power that moves mountains when he speaks, the same power that can calm a raging sea, lives in us, lives in us. He lives in us, he lives in us. We have hope that his promises are true in his strength. There is nothing we can't do, yes we know. There are greater things in store. We will not be overtaken, we will not be overcome. The same power that rose Jesus from the grave, the same power that commands the dead to wake, lives in us, lives in us.
for day 5. I'll meet you back here in just a little bit.
Hey guys, we made it to day 5 of VBS. Today we're going to learn about how Jesus' power helps us to be good friends. Trust Jesus. Choo-choo! Today's Bible story is special. It takes place after Jesus died on the cross and rose again. So Jesus' friends got together and they wanted to find out a way that they could share the good news of Jesus' love with their friends because they wanted their friends to know how much Jesus loved them. So Mac, what would be a really fast way in our world today that you could share some good news with your friends?
To text on your phone.
That would be super fast, but it may not be the most meaningful. And back then they didn't have phones. So in Acts chapter 2 and chapter 4, we learned some ways that they got together and how they shared the love of Jesus with their friends. What were some of those ways?
They studied God's word and prayed together, shared their stuff, ate together, and praised God together.
Those sound like really cool ways to share the love of God with our friends. So can we practice some sharing now? Can I have some of this goldfish you've been eating?
Okay.
Thank you. So how about we go get your brothers and we're going to practice a game that shows us how Jesus' power helps us to be good friends.
Okay.
Trust Jesus. Choo-choo. We'll be back. All right, we are back in Bear's room and we're going to show you guys a cool game that you can play at home that teaches us about how Jesus' power helps us to be good friends. Trust Jesus. Choo-choo. All right, everybody stand up. All right, I'm going to say a description, and if that matches something that you're wearing or who you are, I want you to get into the middle of the circle. Boys, show them how you can make a circle with your elbows. And if it doesn't match you, then you get to stand on the outside like Mr. Tommy. Okay, first one. If you have on a hat, form a circle. Very good. All right, next one. If you are wearing a Bronx shirt, you can join the circle. All right, next. If you are 12 years old and under. All right, and the last one. If you are a boy or a man, you can get in the circle. All right, everybody have a seat. And I want to ask you some questions. I want to ask you some questions about the game. And kids at home, you guys can answer these questions too after you play the game. Okay. Bear, how did it feel when you got to be a part of the circle?
Good.
It felt good? Okay. Owen and Matt, do you have a different answer? No. Felt good? Okay. All right. How did it feel, Owen, when you were not able to be a part of the circle? It made you sad? How did it make you feel, Matt?
I wasn't out of the circle at all.
Oh, okay. Well, way to go. Okay, Matt, has there ever been a time in your life where you've really been left out of a group?
Yeah.
How did it make you feel?
Bad.
Made you feel bad. All right, so talk about at home how Jesus' power helps us to be good friends to everyone and how we are going to trust Jesus. Choo-choo!
Welcome to Imagination Station. I really can't believe it's our last day together. I've had so much fun making discoveries with you this week. Today, we're discovering that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. But before we dig into that, I get to ask you one last time. Did you bring your imagination today? Since it's our last day at Rocky Railway, we need tons of imagination. I was talking to my friend Lawrence Elk, and he told me something amazing. Did you know that an elk can weigh as much as 730 pounds? I said, Lawrence, how do you power up to carry all that weight up a mountain? And he told me he eats 20 pounds of vegetation every single day. Do you have any vegetation where you're at? In a moment, I'm going to have you run to the nearest vegetation and touch it and then run back. It could be a houseplant or a flower or even a bag of carrots. Hurry and come right back. Now that we have our imagination sprouting, let's find out today's question. How many toes do elk have on each leg? Do they have 2 toes or 4 toes? Think about your answer. Ready? Okay, time for the drum roll so I can reveal the amazing answer. And the answer is elk have 4 toes on each leg. Imagine that! It's our last day at Imagination Station, and today we're going to make power bands. Yay! Steam trains get their power from either wood or coal. So you can use wood beads or coal beads on your power band, or you can use both. But we get our power from Jesus. Every day at Rocky Railway, we discovered something new about Jesus' amazing power. So you'll add 1 cross to your power band to help you remember Jesus' power in your life. I'll walk you through the simple steps. As you work, remember that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. Before you start, you'll need to find some tape and some kid-friendly scissors. And you may need a family member to lend a hand. In your kit, you'll have 10 beads. Some will be coal beads, some will be wood beads, and you'll have 1 cross bead and an elastic band. The first step to making your power band is to tie a knot on one end of the string. Just like that. You're going to put the band down and grab your tape. Tape the band down either to a table or the floor. This is going to make it easier for you to string the beads. Next, thread your choice of beads onto the string, making sure to include at least 1 cross bead. You can do any pattern that you want. Now remove the tape and work with a partner to tie the strings around your wrist and knot it so it fits just right. I had a grown-up help me cut the ends off my band, so now it looks nice and neat. Every time you wear your power band, you can remember that Jesus has amazing power, and he uses that power to help us. And since we know that Jesus' power helps us be good friends, trust Jesus. You can be a good friend by giving a power band to a friend. That way, your friend can remember Jesus' power too. Every time you wear your power band, you can remember that Jesus has amazing power, and he uses that power to help us. And since we know that Jesus' power helps us be good friends, trust Jesus. You can be a good friend by praying for someone every time you look at your bracelet. Well, believe it or not, we've come to the end of our time at Imagination Station. If you need a place to keep your power band, you can put it inside of a baggie. And if you have the Try This at Home sticker, it will help you remember today's point. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. Thank you so much for joining us at Imagination Station here at Rocky Railway VBS, where we've learned that Jesus' power pulls us through. Trust Jesus.
Well, that's it. The end of Vacation Bible School 2020. It has definitely been one to remember. Very different than normal. But I have loved being with you virtually this week, and I hope you've had a great time too. Parents, don't forget to post your VBS photos on social media. Make sure you tag our church at ESBC Greenville and use the hashtags #ESBCVBS2020 and #Rocky Railway. Make sure you send me those God sightings. And guys, God sightings don't stop now. Keep an eye out for God. You'll see him everywhere. You know, Jesus changes our lives. He has definitely changed mine, and I hope that for the rest of your lives, you will trust Jesus. He's the best friend you'll ever have, and when you give your life to him, you'll never regret it. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and I hope I see you soon. As we leave today, you'll hear a song called We Can Trust Him, and it's the perfect way to wrap up this week. Sending lots of love your way. See you soon. Bye.
If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything he does.
Jesus